Alright, so this is my 2012 Volkswagen Passat, and I'm gonna walk you through the build. So, first thing that we're gonna notice is the different wheels and tires. They're different. I originally had the stock ones on it, but I put drag DR 84 wheels. They are 17 by 7.5 inch. So I think they are very similar to the exact same size as the OEM wheels, but offset is about 38 instead of the 45 or whatever the OEM size was. The difference that you will see is that it is lowered. It's lowered on Max Heating Rod T6 coilovers. I got them for about, I would say, $360 off of eBay Motors, and they ride really well. I mean, I've definitely had to dial them in for sure, but they ride really good now. I mean, are they good as BC Racing or Bilsteins? No, probably not, but I mean, they got a lot of adjustment. You can adjust camber. I mean, obviously you can do preload. You can do ride height, and you could do dampening. You could adjust recon dampening. Let's go to the front of the car. So right now, I recently put on this black lip spoiler, and for 50 bucks off of eBay Motors, it fits really nice. It looks fine. Another thing is, I think it was in my previous pictures before, but I do have a custom Euro style plate. I just got it off Amazon for about 50 bucks. Got blacked out grill. I pretty much just use like vinyl tape, and it's held up pretty well. Another thing is, I do have LED headlights. I just bought a set of 4 to replace the high beams and the low beam. I bought them off eBay for about like 35 bucks. They're not las fit, so they do kind of have CAN bus issues, aka there is like a little light that comes up on the dash that is regarding headlights. But other than that, they work really well. It's a lot easier to see at night now. Let's go to the front. Thing that you'll notice is I got silver mirror caps. I kind of just wanted like the Audi S look, like if you've ever seen like a B7 Audi S4, they got silver mirror caps. Another thing, I think that my car did have tint on it at the time, but I've got 50% on the front windows, and then I got 35% on the back, and I also have 35% tint on the back lights. So when we look at the interior, it's relatively stock for the most part. The only thing is, I upgraded to like a different shifter. It's got leather, and then it's got a little bit more metal on it. It says DSG. The car is not a DSG, but it's just how it came. So I do also have aluminum pedals. It's an auto, obviously, so I only got gas, brake, and then the dead pedal. But another thing is, I upgraded to some Passat VR6 seats. So they've got the real leather, because this was a Passat SE. You can never get, or at least you can't get these seats in the Passat SE. But the new ones, they come with memory. They're fully powered. They got like a suede Alcantara type material. I believe it's called Dynamica or something like that. But other than that, it's relatively stock in here. So and then to kind of complete the look from the outside, I just got a little black lip spoiler. I think it was about 40 bucks off of eBay, so not too crazy. I think that's about it from the outside. And then obviously my exhaust tip. It was in one of my previous videos, so I'm not gonna go too in depth about my exhaust. One thing you will notice is that I put a subwoofer in this car. And the reason why is just because, I don't know, I like listening to music. It is a 12-inch Belva BPKG 112 V2. It's a 12-inch subwoofer. I believe it's got about like 300 watts RMS, so it's not pushing out crazy power. But it did come with the amplifier, and the amplifier is rated up to like 400 or 500 watts RMS. So I could put a sub that could take a little bit more and maybe get some more power out of it. But I got it as a Christmas present. I had a previous subwoofer in here. It was a Rockville RWS 10CA. You know, it was like a little powered subwoofer, you know, with the amplifier built in. That was good. I did like it, but I kind of wanted a little bit more. I wanted to kind of, you know, be able to, you know, upgrade something in the future. I mean, this, I don't think I could really need more than this right now, because it's fine. I mean, it puts out good power. I mean, it definitely rattles the mirrors pretty bad, or good. I guess it depends on how you look at it. One other thing that I kind of forgot to mention is I am on wheel spacers. So I have 15 millimeters in the back, and then I got 12 millimeter spacers up in the front. But I had like a really bad shake in my steering wheel, and I thought it was my axle. But it's because apparently the wheel spacers that I bought, they're not hub-centric with my wheel. They were hub-centric with the hub, which connects to the rotor, but they weren't with the actual wheels themselves, because the wheels, I believe like the center bore of like the OEM wheels matches perfectly with the, you know, with like the actual rotor, right? But since I upgraded these wheels, these are more like, because I think like the hub bore, like the center size, I believe it's about 57.1, and these new drag DR84s, they were 73.1, so it was a big difference, and it was just constantly causing a shake. But now it tracks perfectly straight. It's amazing. One other thing that I kind of, so now to walk through power mods. There's not much that you can really do with a naturally aspirated 2.5, but it is a 5-cylinder. It does sound really cool, and you can do like really basic stuff like an air intake, an ECU tune, exhaust. You know, that is what I've done. I kind of just like custom fabbed a intake. I kind of just used some of like the OEM like couplings and like the elbows and that type of stuff. But I did buy a few things. You know, I bought a Spectre air intake. I bought a Spectre elbow and that type of stuff in order to, I guess, make it work. But it sounds really good. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh yeah, I have this Beetle engine cover. This came off of an early Beetle. I got it off eBay for like 60 bucks. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of overpaid for it, but who cares? It looks better than the OEM one. Another thing is that I did buy like these like Audi R8 aluminum oil cap cover, and then I bought the coolant expansion reservoir cap just because, I don't know, I thought it looked cooler. But other than that, as I said, I have a RevMap Performance tune. I got a custom exhaust. It was in the description of one of my other videos, so I'm not gonna go over it right now. But it sounds really good. It doesn't drone, because that was like the main thing I had a problem with, because it just droned even like, and I've had it revised 3 times, and on the final revision I finally got it to not drone, and I'm really happy with the car. So what's the conclusion about this car? I mean, as you can see, it's subtle, but it's very different than what it was last year, because last year it had stock wheels, stock suspension, it didn't have a front lip, it didn't have the sub, you know, it just didn't have a lot of stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that, because good builds, they take time. But I think I'm pretty much out of things to do on this, besides maybe upgrade the intake manifold. But again, it's like $600 to $800. It's like, I don't know if I'd really want to spend that much money on it. Again, it's not a problem. I wouldn't mind doing it. It's just, is the reward really worth it? Because this thing, it's already pretty quick. It's fun to drive. I did also get a DCU tune, and it definitely helps the automatic shift much better now. But yeah, in conclusion, this was kind of more of like an OEM plus build. I don't really know how to build anything. Like, I mean, a stance build, I mean, it would go kind of cool, but it's a family sedan with a cool engine.